I don't have time to just stand here.
It has been brought to the executive leadership of the Jacobs Corporation that certain anti-Jacobs propaganda has been circulating, proclaiming that we are somehow responsible for not supplying evacuation from the sudden fatal passing of 97% of the workforce. We would like to remind the surviving 3% that we are not a taxi service, and further spread of this material will result in a write-up with HR.
Can we go now? Yeah, great view or whatever. Let's move, please.
some talk that certain employees have been embracing weapons not manufactured by the Jacobs Corporation for their elemental modifications. Need we remind ourselves of the company motto? If it ain't a Jacobs, I'd rather be dead. Please lead by example.
Can we go now? I don't have time to just stand here.
Thank you, valuable Jacobs employee, for your continuing patience during this transitional
zombie apocalypse.
Your satisfaction is very important to us, and thank you for your continuing commitment to making Jacobs #1 in customer satisfaction and accident awareness.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to more Borderlands. We're here again with co-op time. Agonia is with us. That's a very slow confirmation that you're existent. A very low one. Just not saying. What are you doing?
Not sure yet.
What are you doing with that body?
Keeping it warm?
we have some things to kill, so I guess we could start going back.
Let's go.
Okay,
This time we might actually finish a DLC, huh?
maybe. The town is fine. Everything's fine.
Don't turn your back on me unless you never want to turn your back on anything ever again! Wait, that was a crap threat. Can I try again?
Okay. Why do I have a beanie?
I don't know. I have a human. I think Beanie is less bad. Huh?
I suppose so. Okay, where on the map are we actually? Let's just... We are in Jacob's Cove. Okay. And the main mission is in Dead Haven, so we're not going there. I guess we generally hospital back, and then we do Hellos End. We can't. That thing was tough as shit. So let's do this one. Also, there is an area called the Lumber Yard. That's a good one.
Lumber or Lambda?
Lumber. Lumber.
Okay. Doesn't seem suspicious. So, what's your problem with the lumber yard then?
Oh no, it's just from... I think it's about a joke on limping? You know, a slowly moving. Hey, die. This isn't the right way.
Oh,
Oh, there's something here. What do we have here? More zombie brains. Need help? You could have said something.
I could have.
I didn't know how long you'd still need.
Never seen anything like this.
Well, I would have
Wait,
left.
what the fuck? What? Did I just find for a shotgun?
I would have left, but another zombie went in front of the zombie I wanted to kill.
Okay.
You found a good shotgun?
Yeah. It's like... Let me just check this thing really quickly.
You know how,
Chance to cause explosions. That's... Yeah.
you know how this kind of Borderlands...
What?
You know how this Borderlands feels right now a bit? Like we always go down because I don't know how to avoid the puke spewer. And we shoot them and then we're back up again. It kind of feels like a very bad D&D 5e session. And DM is like
guess.
really afraid to kill anybody. So they just throw lots of easy to kill shit at you.
Yeah. I get what I wanted to do. It's like, I wish they had more horror stuff. Like, the jack-o'-lantern was like, oh fuck, that was a good... Like, we had to back off of that optional boss because it's generally strong.
Well, we don't know how to avoid some attacks.
Yeah. Oh. And the corpse eaters are tanking the frame rate again.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
I think that's all of them. Okay. Do I have something good again? Not really. Nasa, which siren mod are you using?
Mercenary.
Mercenary?
Don't think...
Don't think you have.
Do me a favor. Would you buy first aid so that I won't have to fix you up later?
What?
I wonder what those brains are for.
No idea.
Wait. Oh. Small zombie.
Lots of brains, though.
Yeah.
I would like a
Okay.
better weapon.
I think we should probably start just going somewhere.
That's fine.
Well. Yeah, this is quite a good shotgun. Like, good damage, has explosions on top. And there we go. Healed.
Corrosive works pretty well against that one.
Okay, I just have good damage in general. There we go. What do we have here? Oh, shotguns again. Oh no, there's an SMG. Ah, not for me. Yep.
That's Snooper rifle.
Snooper.
Snooper.
Oh god, some people will hate you for that.
Why?
I don't know, some people just hate it when you, make jokes out of names.
I forgot.
Ibims, 1, nice Verballhornung.
These ones take less damage from what's it called? Acid damage.
Interesting.
They have lower dot. Actually, they have 0 dot.
Oh. I think one of the shotguns dropped.
Another one of the shotguns.
One of the shotguns that I have. But not with good damage. Level up.
I haven't yet.
He's a blast sniper, but I think I need some help.
You getting help?
No, I need some help.
Oh, that's too late.
Why would I need help? Why would I need help?
You said, at least from here, it was sounding like you get help.
From who?
I don't know.
Who's the fuck would help me?
Zombies?
No! I don't. We don't even have minions like there are in Tiny Tina Wonderlands. Which are actually pretty neat that you can have them in some on some classes. Okay. Time to actually work our way up. More days. Why we didn't need to go here?
I just went somewhere.
Then just follow me. We need to go around here.
Zombies.
I don't think we can kill all of them. They seem to be respawning.
We killed them last time.
Okay.
See, it works. So,
We need to go here and outside. And fuck.
Gondola? Again?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to go down there. Wait. It's-
You're doing it the nice way.
I mean, it's cool that we have. That is. You know what? There shouldn't be your typical elevator sound. That's like the fuck. I'm almost certain this is a play on the rotating elevator sound from Half-Life. Almost certain.
So, we are on a quest marker.
Yeah.
And there are more of the leggy birds.
Then let's kill the leggy birds and see if we can find
Nope, that found it.
Father O'Callaghan. Yeah, the wereskags. Right. Father Gascoigne has nothing on this guy.
There's a siren thing.
Ooh, nice. Let me just check really quickly. Nice. More energy. Okay, let's look for the other ones around here.
The one thing that isn't good here because there are enemy types that heal from electricity.
Honestly, yeah, it's like,
I guess fire and corrosive are best here.
it's a neat idea actually for an enemy because, like, you use a lot of electricity beforehand in the game because shields get normal. And I was like, nope, electricity is actually bad. And like, that's cool, but yeah. Let's see.
Blackbirds.
Die Lagbird. There is Whiskey Weasley.
Shoot it. Skeletrak. Oh.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a hunter thing and a pistol.
I could try that one.
Don't worry, I killed the blackbirds. Skelerag. Oh my god.
More of them are coming. Let's see. Well, let's try the fire one.
Oh, fire should probably be pretty good here.
I've never seen anything like
Why does it always generate so many sniper rifles?
Don't know.
I
I don't need them either. You know, you just took stuff I need.
What? No, I just
You
took shotgun ammo.
No. There was
okay.
repeater ammo.
Oh, why did I take this one then?
Did you hold E?
No.
Then you just pick it up despite being full.
Okay. That's weird.
Oh, burning works.
Oh yeah, burning works pretty well actually. Holy shit. That was neat. What do we have here? Desert water. Do we?
I think I have an even
Better fire. Wow. Yeah, nice. That's
I mean, it's even slower, but
it's fire. Ooh, corrosive damage. I definitely will take that. Let's check. Is it? Yes. So let me just check. I can actually shocking and corrosive level 5.
well, take corrosive then.
Okay, we only need to find Bigfoot.
I want to find Smallfoot.
Yeah. I think I see it. Yeah. The fire pistols are... Yeah, I mean, that's one hell of a good upgrade. Good thing we did this quest. What do we have here? Another Another artifact. And it's soldier.
Good.
Eh!
I'm still wondering why you're always looking at loot before checking where the enemies are.
Okay.
Especially you.
Sorry.
They come back.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a soldier one. Who cares? Da-da-da.
Nice. Check that out.
Okay, then let's see what we have. Another quest.
More enemies.
True. Oh my, already halfway. That's really why you should go a second playthrough if you finish it. Because especially with the you get more XP per kill skill from the siren, you just get more out of the enemies.
Well, I could technically got a more XP per kill on my own.
Technically. Oh my.
More dot.
Oh, dots are fun. I mean, there's a reason you're building a dot build in Wonderlands.
Yeah.
What do we have here? A worse rocket launcher than what I have. I shall sell it. And turn it into profit. Boat. I'm on a boat. Yeah. Let's get back.
Boaty with no boat face.
Yeah. How was that again? Oh. They can name a canoe Thamesy McThames face. Okay, there we go. I just activate my skill to heal.
And now? Enemies.
Things doctor said when you have Dr. Ned.
Okay. Let's find some people and do some more side stuff, and then we shall go to the main story. And find out what they did.
Things mostly. I'm wondering what Pumpkinhead is weak to.
Oh, that's a good question. Probably also fire.
What he's burning.
You're right. That makes it complicated.
Explosion? Explosion work on pretty much everything.
That is actually true.
At least in real life. They're the omni-damage type.
That's why talk exclusively makes explosions, I guess. Okay, honestly, only these corpse eaters on this map are, for some reason, very resource intensive. I wonder what happened there.
I mean, the only other damage type I could think of that's like relatively universal would be high enough radiation.
Yeah, I mean...
If you have it high enough, you can also fry pretty much any circuit. I think.
I think electronics would be pretty... would just ignore it a lot.
I think so.
I think so.
I would argue if you have enough radiation, it could work, but I'm not quite sure about the details.
Yeah.
And with details, I mean most of the physics.
I mean, surprisingly, you're not a physicist.
Yeah.
I know.
Kill it.
Where?
Below you.
Ah. I didn't see it. Literally.
Yes, because your camera is in your chest for some reason. I wonder what video games would look like if it was more on the head of the character.
There are a few that did it. It's weird.
Probably.
But probably also more like VR games to a degree.
Which is probably why they're weird.
Okay, we can't get there yet.
Okay.
So
We're going somewhere else?
yeah, I guess we hand this one in and then we do that haven. So I should not feel so bad for you know, I think like sometimes yeah, I shouldn't drink energy drinks every time I stream.
You
but
shouldn't.
I shouldn't, but then also sometimes it's just one of those days where it's like, nah, I really need one.
Yeah, that's the problem if you want to stream with depression and stuff. Or just when you have a really shitty day.
And no sleep.
No sleep. Or like more really bad sleep that got interrupted several times.
Oh yeah, God.
Then might help.
That, you know, the worst part is when you're like, oh hey, I finally got to sleep, and then a few hours later, someone calls you, and you're like, I know, it probably wasn't meant like that, but eternal hatred for waking me from my sweet, sweet slumber. I did not deserve to be woken up like that.
Probably.
Yeah. And there we go.
Well, that wasn't much XP wise. I'm too used to Ragnarok quests.
Who does even call in the year 2025? My parents. Also, hi June.
Hello.
I mean, also, I generally like talking to people more directly. But
We're old.
yeah. Basically, my dad called today because he wanted to tell me that, hey, I'm he's basically coming to visit on my birthday, and like, I should maybe make some ideas of like, hey, is there maybe a restaurant we want to go to and some stuff like that? And like, you know what? Nice. Actually,
One that doesn't serve cilantro.
yeah, we have to avoid cilantro, sadly, for you. Maybe we should desensitize you to cilantro at some point.
How many meals do I have to eat with that crab till it doesn't taste like soap?
I don't know.
Like, if I'm in a good headspace, I think I can manage.
But also probably not in the best headspace a lot of times. Yeah, it's like, oh hey, that's nice. Why did you tell me that when I couldn't sleep? I know you don't know that I didn't sleep, but help.
Nice. My vending machines aren't loaded in.
Oh.
I need to wait a bit.
Oh.
Well, that's
Oh,
the first
there
one.
they
That's the
are.
second.
Interesting. So yeah. My phone was like, "Dring. Hey, wake up, shithead. Do some organization," but yeah. Good news for, well, at least pleasant news, I would say.
Pleasant news.
I mean, just like, it's nice that he visits for a few days.
Yeah. If I learn to understand him until then. Yeah. Otherwise, it will be awkward when you go to the toilet. I managed last time.
It's so funny that to the moment I just was like, yeah, I spoke up and I was like, okay, so here's the thing. So I have, just I don't have like the worst. We don't have like a bad relationship with my parents. It's actually pretty good. The thing is just, Agonia said that like, hey, Agonia was always like, she doesn't understand my dad. Just doesn't.
Acoustically,
like, what? He speaks pretty normal. And she's just like, no. He's just weird in how he, speaks. And
well, it's for once it's dialect.
it's not.
It is dialect.
Okay, it's a.
And he speaks extremely low.
Yeah.
So he has a very deep voice.
That's true. I guess I just don't have that many problems because, I grew up with the guy.
Yeah.
It's just a thing.
I know. You don't have a problem.
But, the moment I brought this up, like once when I visited my parents recently, I just told that to my grandma, and she was like, "Oh, thank God, someone else has this problem." I was like, what? Like, yeah. I just didn't get him. It got better with time, but like he's speaking so weirdly. I'm like, what? And then my mom was like, oh yeah, sometimes I just don't get him. Like, you're married to the guy. What is going on? It's just like I'm, this weird learning of, people just get my dad half. And like, hey, ever dare to just tell him that?
So many enemies.
There are so many Tankensteins here. What is going on? Okay.
There's another one right around the corner.
I just got some health back, so... Oh. And a level... What the hell was that? I mean, I guess...
Zombies?
It's a fitting zombie onslaught, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Well, with your dad, it's like it was the first time I spoke to your parents since they fixed your relationship.
Yeah.
So I was just like, he isn't talking much. You can't just answer yes.
Okay, by the way, I just need to check the bill because I'm like, last line, but I forgot. I forgot what I should,
What you wanted to build?
yes. Okay, yeah, that's how it works again. I remember. Okay, but yeah. That's just
Something green. Green.
What?
Green.
Green.
Oh, ouch.
Another fucking Tankenstein? What is going on?
Now I have a level up. Okay, next level up I get my second milestone.
Nice, that's actually pretty good. I'm 2 rolls down, by the way, so... Wow.
Well, I have the first skill with the sniper for more accuracy.
Oh, yeah, that's probably pretty useful.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say. So, one of my reanimated corpses sorta killed me. And by sorta, I mean he's now crapping his bones in the yard. The good news is he's already paid me rent, and I don't have to listen to him bitch about toenail clippings that totally weren't even mine. Not to mention the popcorn shenanigans. Consider this my solemn promise to begin attempting evil for the sake of profit from this point on. My brother, who isn't even the same as me in disguise, would never support me in this. I hope no one ever finds these logs and incriminates me to my employer, Jacobs, because that will probably set off a whole chain of events where I have to try and kill them with my horrific creations. This is the first official entry of my, Dr. Ned's Scientific Discovery Journal. My ongoing mission is to extend the lives of those who have already passed. We must remain vigilant in our... Bill, are you making popcorn? What did we talk about? Dude, we just talked about this. Where was that? Saving the human race from the stale clenches of death. Oh, sounds like a kicking party. Is that how the kids are saying it, kicking? Anyway, here ends my first official journal entry.
Then let's get the second one.
Greetings, loyal Ned
It was probably the third.
Now in the third week of my clinical trials with corpse reanimation. The skin cells have reacted well to the treatment, but the bodies themselves seem to have uncontrollable hunger. Right now, it seems all they crave is raisins, bran muffins. But I fear with strength applied to the cell reanimation, their hunger will grow much stronger and possibly dangerous. Fear not, I will trudge forward unhindered by the possible destruction of mankind. Am I mad? Probably. But at least I don't make popcorn when people are trying to work.
Bill was the problem all along.
Verbal popcorn habit, Frank, the tip that replaced him, just wasn't the same. And definitely had too small a hunchback to my taste. Yeah, no Bill. Yeah, no Bill. I really wish Bill hadn't gotten all masticated by that zombie. Actually, I got an idea. I still have some body parts around here from Frank. Maybe there's something I can do.
Dumb idea. Anyway.
No, it's a great idea.
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
See, if Bill has more parts of Frank, then maybe he's like Bill again, but without making popcorn.
Oh, right. But but you have to consider, if he also takes on the bad parts of Frank,
Then he will sell you mobile phones.
no. Hallo, Ralf Schumacher? Willst du wissen, wie viel deine Zombies wert sind? Ja. Dann komm jetzt auf wirkaufendeinezombies.de. Oh no, that one is too.
Otherwise, we will be haunted by Marcel Davis.
What?
Whoa,
Oh,
that was pretty much instant.
damn. Oh. Hey.
More brains. Did you just take everything again?
I just took the ammunition.
Yeah. But I know how you do not differentiate between the straight ones and the sloped ones.
I see a health vial.
Enemy.
Okay.
Okay, where do... Oh, don't we need to go pretty
we-
much through here somewhere?
I don't. Why?
I know. There's a marker.
Let me just check really quickly. Nope. It's probably a U marker.
I'm very buggy. Oh, I'm lucky that I have a minimap this time.
There we go.
Who's the best evil mad scientist? Yeah, that's right. It's me, Dr. Nail. That's with an N, not a Z. I have created a new Nail. I didn't have time to put it together in a smart and safe way. I just had to try and cram some new pieces, fix some patches onto the old Bell. So it turned out that he's not really Bell or Frank. He's more of a Frankenbell. It's a bit of a hack job, but it seems to work. So I say, Ship it!
You need to jump.
There we go.
Well, I specifically stopped shooting so you can second wind, but
Wait, that's a better shotgun.
is it?
150% melee damage. Reload speed, possible. Yes. Strong damage. Yeah, fine. I take this one. Hi bot and bye bot. Yeah, okay, they really reused this area.
Here. Okay, they're behind the wall. Better shield with corrosive resistance.
Nice. Okay, then.
We can go further there, but
That's not where we need to go.
okay.
Also, I just realized this is like actually. I just realized that Haven. It's literally just Old Haven reused.
Makes sense.
When you need to ship something and you really don't have a lot of time, I suppose. Just paint it new. But with some adjustments. Whee! Okay, there we go.
I've never
Pistols, that's for you.
Okay. I'm just at another. Oh, there's an SMG.
Wait, where?
Here.
Coming then. Whee! Ooh, violet, and it's. Let's try it at least.
They're all worse. We'll take them.
Ah, fuck, I misjumped. I'm turning the thing in.
What does that mean for me now?
Just, you have to wait.
I'm fighting enemies.
Helping you fight enemies. There we go. And what does, where do I send it? Oh, there.
And I'm dead.
Reorienting satellite. Please commence cowering in terror from zombie presence. Dish positioned, or at least close enough. Transmission commencing on 56K connection. Please wait.
Honestly, I can would be kind of interesting if someone would actually make something like a zombie game where, you know, just there's an outbreak in like localized areas, but it's very corporated. I mean, you know what? That would actually be one hell of an angle for a Resident Evil game. Now that I think about it, just like, oh yeah, there are always bioweapon outbreaks in the future, so people are now like just used to it. Did you just run under me?
Kind of. You need to save the brains.
Hey, I guess we have everything done here.
You need to save the brains.
Okay. Okay, I'm going down.
Look at this.
Okay, I think we have everything.
Yep. Even did the side mission here. Let's go. Oh my god.
Well, shit, look at that.
Let's see what we've got. This is amazing.
Brain. Brain. Sniper.
Okay.
This is loot.
Many to choose from.
Okay. Let's compare. Deadly and relentless. Relentless.
We see your signal and your transportation is inbound. Be sure to avoid the satellite-marked landing zone. Anything standing in that location will have its face melted off. The Jacobs Corporation won't regret that face.
Hey.
Need help?
Yeah, we're getting attacked.
Okay.
That hurt.
When do you tell them?
Aww.
Hey. Was like, oh hey,
I needed one shot to kill it.
I didn't do that. Oh, by the way, don't go into that red area.
Why?
You die.
Why?
Clerical error and your ride hasn't been dispatched yet. I'm working to resolve the problem. Sorry about that. Have a nice day.
Fuck.
Someone's getting a treat. Look at this.
Okay.
So now the question is, is it safe for me to compare mods?
I guess.
Sorry for the wait. I hope you weren't inconvenienced. Remember, a Jacobs representative will be waiting to greet you when you land.
Okay, why are you running again?
Oh, I wanted to hand it
No.
in. Okay.
You won't. I will finally actually read.
The class mods.
Yes. Here, this is better. Loaded is just the, this one.
Fearless zombie killer. New mission
More
target.
accuracy and more fire rate.
Nice. Okay. Let's do this. Another one.
You've been most helpful so far. We require very little more of you. A simple premeditated murder, and you'll be on your way. Easy peasy. Dr. Ned has become a liability. Take care of that liability, and we'll clean up the mess and get that mill back to work in order. There's gravy and biscuits in it for you. And by that I mean God's good money. Take care. Oh, I almost forgot. You'll need this doodad to get the drawbridge to lower. Good luck.
Really, those quest rewards are so underwhelming.
That is true. Power coupling. Okay. I mean,
First, selling stuff.
yeah, okay.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is up to par. If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, you need a trusty gun fire style and extended magazines.
So, how was everyone's week been? Stressful here. And technically, I definitely need to kick a few people's asses tomorrow.
Oh, come on.
You know what? They should show up.
No.
I mean, I know, but when they want to play TTRPGs, they should make a character before.
Well,
start
I
playing.
think Seb said he has time on Monday, but we hadn't
No,
time
he
on
said-
Monday.
Yeah, but I think he also said he had generally time on during the week. Oh well,
See?
yeah, for everyone who doesn't know,
So in other words, you don't know, so stop complaining.
we should still do it tomorrow. No,
Yeah,
for
probably.
everyone who doesn't know, we will. Okay, at least the plan is to stream Hunter the Jacobs.
We know if you've got wood in your hand, you're happy.
Shotgun, soldier stuff. Okay, I guess. One for the hunter with sniper rifle. So
I think
Yeah.
this one.
wait a second. Is this better? It is better.
Fathers taught us. Shoot for the head.
During this transitional period, please do not interact
Yeah,
with
fuck it. I take this one.
any way. Any resemblance
I I need 48 to use it.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Well then, where to go next?
Just turn it in first. Okay, then let's lower the bridge. Yeah, Hunter the Reckoning is on the menu. Hopefully it's gonna be fun. We do... I mean, I also kind of have to sit down on the story, so I kind of have to do that tomorrow. I have some plans though. I have some ideas.
Good. Mm-hmm. Nope.
You know what's kind of interesting? That this DLC basically, okay, so Borderlands kind of had a weird history in terms of development. Like, from what I know, they wanted to make this more of a serious DLC about, well, you know, they had a wood area basically, and we don't, you know, and then they were like, you know what, this would release around Halloween anyway, and they were also like, hey, everyone is making zombie expansions now, so we should just jump on the bandwagon. So they retooled what they had into, like, the zombie expansion. And it's kind of interesting to think about the fact that in a, that during the zombie era, you know, the early 2010s, late 2000s, which was kind of kicked off by, Left 4 Dead just being really popular, actually. I think the interesting part is how you could really divide devs into two categories, I would say. Like, there are those who are like, oh, you know, they looked at Left 4 Dead and or, you know, 28 Days Later and were like, this, you know, those are the zombies we want, so they're like all fast and swarm you. And then there's like, you know, Gearbox or Techland with that island. They were like, no, you know what? You know, Romero style. We're doing Romero style zombies again. They're slow. They're more, you know, horror, classic horror. I don't know. Do I like the old? I kind of like the old style. I mean, especially in Dead Island. But Dead Island is just like. Dead Island is a special game that I would love to stream one day with Agonia, but I know how hard it will be because she literally gets nauseous during the car rides.
I'm sorry. It's the first game that ever did that to me.
Oh.
Wouldn't believe what happened to me. The misery machine broke down. Like, I know it's not news, but I found this town and there's like no one there. I finally ran into an old doctor who said there was zombies throughout the haunted forest. He seems like a nice old man, so I thought I'd help him out. Who needs the rest of the gang, right?
Ah yes, the misery machine. Obviously we have a Scooby-Doo reference in here. I kind of like classic zombies, they just have something. But it is interesting to see where, like, there's just this clear split. Do. Ooh. Fire grenades.
So you're just running while
I
you
know
get
they were just
swarmed
on the-
from behind.
There was a swarm in front of us too.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you need to move.
I mean...
Need a Band-Aid? Zombies can cut awful deep, you know. I am a doctor, after all. Though, if you get hurt and all bothered, I'll probably just let you up and die on account of you discovering my evil plans and all.
Box.
Folks. Come in.
Check that out.
Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, and... No, that's good. You know what the problem is? If you have an SMG that fires 4 bullets at once, you can't... It's hard to get out damage there.
True.
So... Oh, But yeah, almost level 46. We have some pretty fast progress now. Oh, an electric revolver.
Okay. Let's look.
Oh, another one, but not as good. Yeah, they're both not good as seemingly.
Let's... This one is ×3, this is ×1.
Oh, this is a pistol actually, but yeah,
Yeah. But
×3.
if I ever need it, you can
Yeah.
have it.
I'm just throwing them, selling them anyway, so.
Oh.
Oh, what do we have here?
This freaking digital bearing module's terrible. The waveform's constantly trying to send me through a mouth. What am I supposed to do? Don't be crazy. Is there some secret passage? Ah! Can't jump over it. What? Wait! I hate you, digital bearing module!
Good stuff.
Not really. Hopefully for you though. I have some pretty decent weapons anyway, so.
Have you upgraded your ammunition?
Yeah. I think I need to upgrade the rest soonish though. I really wonder for what do we collect all the brains.
Probably to throw it at the boss.
Maybe. Okay.
Brownies. You want one? Oh, shit, wait. I forgot about me trying to shove you off this mortal coil. Can't be giving brownies to just any vengeance-driven D-wad now, can I? Hey, you know if zombies like brownies?
Okay. What would be cool? Gravity going poof.
Yeah.
The firm, not the...
Yeah, that would be actually nice. So, you know, unshackle Ragnarok Online from crap.
We could
I
stream
mean,
it.
what?
We could stream it.
Finally. I mean, you know what? I don't even know if gravity needs to go poof. It would just be like the thing is, there would just need to be a will to actually make to redo Ragnarok Online, and the parent company technically has the resources. Wouldn't even be like the biggest gamble. It's just like. So what we're talking about is we kind of like playing this old MMO Ragnarok Online, and if you heard our stories the last times, it's a mess. It's just a big ass mess. Like the irony is, the more I think about it, like what I would say, yes, you know, a classic, like a real official classic server. Without, you know, item store bullshit and stuff, would actually be pretty popular, especially in, well, like, you know, not with, like, with you know, especially in, like, Southeast Asia and such, but, you know, reasonable... What? But, like, with a reasonable subscription, it would be pretty popular. The thing is just... The irony is that there's a big audience for a game like that, but I think the longer it goes, the more I think they should just start remaking that game to a degree.
Fair.
Like, in a new engine. I know people are always like, oh no, this and this engine, but like, I'm sorry, the original Ragnarok Online is a shit show, and
you don't even know. You're on the newer emulators.
Oh, I know. The newer ones are just less shit show. But it's still shit show, and like...
Like, did you know that the card revolution skill is partially dependent on some server hardware?
God, that's just so... No, but I can see it. I can totally see that happening, because it is so on-brand for this...
Okay, so, like, you know how that ghost always turns out to be some old guy with a mask on? I don't think these zombies are wearing masks. So, I've been doing what you and I do best, Skaggy. Hiding. Zoinks! I think I hear something. Like, I better sign off. Don't worry about me, old pal. You never think to look at a barrel, right?
I guess that's... Oh yeah, obviously. We're lowering a bridge and the zombies are coming. It's just like... You know, it's one of those games where I think, you know, if you start to read from scratch, as in like...
Which game?
Ragnarok Online.
Yeah?
You know, just be like, okay, want to do, you know, go do something like the classic Ragnarok Online, maybe with the same layout, but you can then, you know, the moment you have a new engine, you could start being like, oh, hey, what if it's, you know, not complete garbage?
Oh, come on, it's not garbage.
I mean, in terms of tech.
See, that would be...
What?
You need to articulate yourself a bit better.
Okay, I want to say, what if it, was just technically better? Like, you could make the areas bigger. You could, also you could just redesign the classes to a degree. Make everything just a bit more coherent is what I'm saying.
Sure.
It's kind of interesting how this is an area where you just have extra problems.
I don't have the damage. I'm not an OP character.
No. I mean, like, one of the key things about your character is you can ignore shields.
Yeah, I don't have that skill unlocked yet.
Oh.
It's kind of the last thing I will get.
Oh, interesting.
I don't care. I actually designed this shit in stages, so it'd be more entertaining for me.
Long road to things that dig stuff up.
Yep. I have to say, the secret world had a better zombie level.
Okay, I mean the secret world. The secret world is one of those MMOs that has amazing ideas, and but is held back by technology and also the fact that especially its re-release tries to be too much normal MMO than anything else.
Well, the re-release tries to be a free-to-play game to extract more money.
Oh yeah. Hey, could we do this more freestyle build system a bit better? How about we just no? Like, okay.
People were complaining about it, and the new mechanics are way worse.
It's yeah.
Still, I'm happy my best pal Steve is with me. Yo, Steve! One behind you! Of course, it's team with these zombie buggers, but so far so good. Still, we gotta find this doc if we're gonna get our reward.
Okay. I wanted to just talk about something and I forgot.
Looks like you can get through here though.
Probably at some point.
I think it's just for walking.
Yes. Oh, wait, there's a wereskeg. God damn it. They are back. Let's just heal up again.
More.
Oh no, not more. Okay.
All right, what's Jacob's paying you? I'd offer to double it, but I'm poor as dirt.
Moot! Something broke here, but like he said, what is Jacob's paying you? I'd offer you to double it, but I'm poor as dirt.
Yes. Something about spending every cent on recreational something.
I mean, that last part was not on my end.
I just saw it on subtitles.
Ah. Hey.
Kill it.
There we go.
Kill it.
I killed them.
Good.
What do we have here? Pistols. That's your thing. ×3 revolver with electrical stuff. Ooh.
That's at least one I can compare. I have this one. Would be better.
Damn.
See?
6 shot, but that's that.
It's better than my 3 times explosive revolver.
Yeah. You should just not use it on certain enemies here.
Why?
It's 3 times electrical.
Oh, I was talking about my explosive revolver though.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Honestly, the electric stuff will probably be pretty useful when we go to Nox.
Zombies.
The Jacobs Corporation has asked me, the world's famous vault hunter, to stop the minor zombie infestation here in Jacobs Cove. While this job is well beneath a man of my reputation, Daddy needs a new cheetah paw. My plan of attack is to hit these bastards where it hurts them the most. If they're no longer feeding and in no way responsible for their ability to survive hot. What time is it? 8 o'clock? Swell. There should be no problem getting this dealt with before my Manny and Penny at 9.
Okay, now you're just getting my dress all to Twitter. If I have to get out of bed and kill you, I sure as hell will. Yeah, I'm echo communicating from bed. So what?
There we go.
Pay more attention.
Well, more and more progress. What is, wait, oh, there's, oh. Damn, some of these enemies really glitch behind stuff.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, shit, look at that.
There's a 12 shotgun.
It's better than me. Yay.
So it's not better than your shotgun, it's better than you.
It's better than my shotgun. I mean, maybe it's also better than me. Would you leave me for a shotgun?
Not really.
Okay, then it's not better than me.
Depends on the
Depends on the shotgun.
assessment.
I mean, can it shoot birds out of the sky? I can't. The shotgun can.
I can shoot birds out of the sky.
What? Never told me. Oh.
Okay.
And there's the last, I think.
Oh my God. David's
Wait.
dead. I can't believe
Okay.
he's gone. I can
Okay.
almost hear him. Hey, oh. What's that? Oh. Oh, my angel. Dave! Hey, man. I thought you was dead. What's that? Oh. Oh, you want a hug? Me too, man. Come here.
Someone was a bit dumb. Okay, so what do we have to do? So, Night of the Living Net in the middle, and then I think we're almost just need to kill Pumpkinhead, and then we're probably done with this. Well, that was relatively fast, and we go to the secret driving of General Knox.
Sure.
I mean, the interesting part is that they definitely try to experiment with certain parts in this in the DLCs here.
This crap ain't enough for your
Ooh.
ailments. Visit my infirmary on the
Ooh.
water in Jacob's Cove.
Good shield. I take. Wait a second. I have more shield than that. Why does it have a better? Huh.
Remember, Marcus means quality at a great price.
Okay.
Only sniper stuff missing. Okay, that's that. Whew. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and that's always the weird thing to talk about game preservation or game remaking, because like I think that there can be made cases for certain games like Ragnarok where it's just like, you know what? At some point we have to just admit the best way would be go back to the fucking drawing board and do it again.
Also, remove the copyright.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to kill you.
Like, you know what, there are games where I can totally see, you know, like putting them on like a better engine, maybe giving them a little bit of a paint job in terms of graphics. But I mean, you should, I think the best part about this is I would always say, and I know this is harder because you would kind of need to make the game on the original engine actually. But you know, I'm all in for...
So some version of Windows 98 server tool.
I mean, we're talking more... I'm just thinking more about single-player games here. Like, you know, I think there's a lot of stuff to talk about. How can you preserve games? Because, like, you know, if we talk about books, for example, okay, you don't need to rewrite a book to like...
Yeah.
You smell like popcorn. Now I'm pissed.
Yeah, that was Ned.
Ned.
You killed Ned, sort of.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, thank you. At least there's a bit of more boss, a bit more of a boss here. What did you pick up?
Huh?
Was this an SMG?
Yeah.
Ah.
Can show you later.
Dr. Ned killed again, so I guess we have to jump in here. Oh no.
That reminds me of a clone scenario. You kill Satan at the end. But there's a lot more shooting. You know, for Borderlands being a shooter, there's not much shooting going on.
Yeah, right now it's more like we're going into the flesh. God, that's actually a cool area, not gonna lie. I like areas made out of flesh and bone.
Let's try fire. Quite corrosive.
Yeah, it killed Ned again.
The Vault Hunters had stopped the evil Dr. Zed.
I thought his name was Ned.
Yes, whatever you say. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, Dr. Ned was stopped. Thanks to the courageous Vault Hunters. And me.
You? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, you! Bedtime, you little... Good night.
I guess. Okay, time to kill the rest here. So I like loot. Nice. What do we have here? It's a shotgun.
Amazing.
Huh.
This is the SMG, by the way. I don't think you need that, right?
Let me just compare it. Yeah, I don't think I need that, actually.
See?
Yeah, there's a pistol for you.
It's bad. But that's okay.
Okay.
See, and this is where Elden Ring copied their bloody stuff from.
Elden Ring copied from Borderlands. Say that to Elden Ring fandom and they will just... I mean, it won't be nice, is what I'm saying. Okay, that's where we come from.
They would be right, because the guy doesn't play much games, so I don't think he has played Borderlands.
Probably not. It would be very funny if he actually did that, and he's like, oh no, Borderlands was one of the touchstones of the 2010s. Zombie Apocalypse is inspirational in its art design. Everyone would be like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, you know what? That would be an interesting interview to release on like April 1st, and just like that is one thing where like I know people would just be don't expect a shit post, but you know, it would be one hell of a good shit post. Okay. Oh, it's a double one. Ah.
Need to find a corpse. But a specific one.
Yeah, we need to kill the pumpkin stuff. Anyway. But yeah.
See if you can kill the pumpkin stuff.
Hope so.
We are a few levels higher. Like 5.
Which is pretty good progress actually for a day already. And we're not even done.
Not done.
I do have to ask though, what are the zombie brains for?
The zombie what?
The zombie brains.
Maybe Google.
Why is it a quest item?
Maybe Google. Maybe it's just to troll you.
Maybe. At this point, probably even. Then again, I mean, ironically, Miyazaki actually talked recently about one game. Like, we know he played Ico and shit, you know? Mm-hmm. But one game he found interesting and wanted, this is why they're making the Dusk Bloods, is apparently he fucking played Escape from Tarkov. And I'm just like, hey, Escape from Tarkov, can you just be a game that deletes itself? Because we don't need more extraction games. I really do not know what the fuck is going on with the extraction game genre. It's just, they're not that good.
Well, what can you expect if you have a third of a dungeon crawler?
I mean, it's like...
Extraction games are basically a third of the gameplay loop of a dungeon crawler.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, it's a new thing. Like, it's not! Miyazaki play AD&D for once. With, like, the classic rule set and a good GM, and you would be like, wow! You know what? I feel like this is I think really the best game designers are those that actually know how to consume video games, because I think Miyazaki is like, he has good ideas, you know? No question. But like...
Another trophy from my wall.
Here's the thing. Demon Souls and Dark Souls basically, I mean, became his project, yes. But they were kind of built upon the base, you know, on the back of, well...
Kingsfield.
What?
Kingsfield.
Kingsfield, yes. AKA the experience of a lot of people working at From Software. This is like such a huge thing that I think a lot of people ignore. Because basically the two things changed was make it third person and, you know, basically tweak stuff in terms of how stories are told, and most importantly, Demon's Souls and Dark Souls were very experimental games. This is, by the way, why I hate when people come up with, when people say, hey, why doesn't Elden Ring have a co-op? Which is, like, actually at this point a very valid question. Because here's the thing. People are always like, oh, but there's design intent and you're just a consumer that wants co-op in games, and like, shut the fuck up here. I know people are like throwing around big words, but don't...
Overall, it's the artist's decision.
Yes, but I can make a claim here that I can say the fact that they are not doing co-op right now, and I know people sound like, but Night Ring is no co-op. It's a co-op game, but it's a roguelike, and this is not what people want. Just, like, don't play dumb right now here.
Also, I think you need exactly 3 people to play it, right? Yes or no?
You need exactly 3 people, yes.
Yeah, so we can't even play it unless we have a third person.
So, yeah, great. Anyway. The thing is, co-op is just, not...
Got him.
Nice. There's... it's nothing for me. Okay, let's turn those in, and then I will just Google which one is where you go for General Knox, but I think I know where it is.
You can also Google the zombie brains.
What?
The zombie brains.
I will do that, yeah. So the thing is...
just to cut you short a bit.
What?
In short... Isn't it just, I think Miyazaki doesn't want co-op because he didn't have co-op, and now it's kind of a hallmark, and so he just doesn't want to change it because he doesn't want to.
That is literally the thing. The reason they don't have co-op in their games, even though, since Dark Souls 3, I would say, there is no more reason for why they have the other system. Everyone's like, oh, but a designer's intent and stuff. And I sit here being like, hey, this is exactly why I say a lot of people want to have the prestige of design, but only understand the surface level of design. Because when they're confronted with something where very obviously there is no intent anymore behind the design other than we did it that way, it doesn't make sense. Like, even Bloodborne would actually thematically be a lot more interesting if it had co-op on top of Invasions.
I have exactly one good argument.
Okay.
Why you shouldn't.
Why?
Because the eye couldn't handle it.
That is actually a fair point, yes, but like, and at that point, this is like, this is more of a,
So that's the only argument I can think of.
Yeah, because here's the thing why I would say, especially since Bloodborne, it doesn't really make sense that they don't have both, is this. Thematically, in Bloodborne, hunters do work together.
Yep.
There are, they always have fake invaders in every single game, okay? Always. Just to mimic that to a degree if you're online. In every single game...
No, if you're offline.
If you're offline, yeah, sorry. In every single game, all those invaders are solo. Like, because in Dark Souls and Demon's Souls, I will be very specific here. The point of the game is that you're alone in a, in a dying world, and you're just carving your own small path forward. It is perfectly aligned, perfectly in line with the themes of the game. In Dark Souls, you actually meet hunter groups. Up to 3 people attack you at once in certain areas. The hunters are, opportunistic, but a bunch of them are friends.
You literally said in Dark Souls.
Sorry, in Bloodborne. There are groups of 2 to 3 people. They work together. Like...
But technically they aren't invaders.
But they're framed as them.
Not really, no.
Okay, but they're symbolizing the other hunters, and they are group people. These are not, the whole idea of the hunters...
Would also be stupid, like, let's hunt the beasts, but nobody cooperate.
Yeah. It's just, the thing is, in terms of, there is a theme, there is a theme of cooperation in Bloodborne. Let's just acknowledge that for a second. And it's kind of ironic that, and what does it do? It's just the same system of, happenstance meeting of Dark Souls. And, yeah, they just copy that. It's like, Elden Ring? Why is there no co-op in Elden Ring?
You mean persistent co-op?
Persistent co-op in Elden Ring. At this point, this isn't even anymore about you're just like the one lone undead as Dark Souls, where the whole game was more experimental. It's just they just do it because Dark Souls did it, because Demon's Souls did it. That is literally the only case why, the only reason why they're doing it still. At some point, we can acknowledge that there was a reason for it to, there was an artistic intent behind it, but there isn't anyone now anymore.
Well, the other reason would be technically co-op makes everything easier.
Fair. But, I mean...
But then again, you already have that in the game. You can co-op bosses if you want to. So I'm like, what would persistent co-op change, except making it more of a hassle? Like, in comparison to having it?
Yeah, that's the thing. At some point, we can just admit that there isn't anything really left there anymore. It's just there because they became popular on that.
That, and there isn't really a good reason to invade people in the first place. Like, sometime it strikes your fancy, maybe. And then you do it. Oh, I think the only game we ever used that feature was in Bloodborne.
Okay. Apparently there is... there is a quest NPC in the extreme south end of Hallows. And where is that? There.
Then let's go there.
Okay, and then we can just hand them in, apparently. Okay, and then we leave this area for good. And stop driving. Spoilers. There will be a lot of driving.
You know, I'm neither good at driving nor at shooting, right?
Yeah, but you don't even need to shoot a lot. It's just... Okay, the thing about Secret Armory of General Knox is that they kind of apparently wanted to try again to get a feeling of, more, desolation and stretches, like long stretches. Like, you drive to a lot of areas. Like, you have to, one central point and you, go out from that. And it's a neat concept. And a lot of people say General Armory, the Secret Armory of General Knox has great stuff in it. It's just also a lot of driving. Just a lot of driving. So, yeah. Anyway, Hello's End. Yeah, we've been here. Let me just check really quickly. To the southwest, I guess, over here.
It would help you navigate, but my minimap is gone.
Oh, great. Then just follow me. But yeah, I think there is just an argument to be made that there is not really any more intent behind it, because like, okay, here's the thing. There's a difference between accepting between saying Elden Ring is a good game, and also saying that they have kind of stopped being interesting with their games.
That's true.
Like,
there are a few environmental ideas I think Elden Ring did well.
But overall
it was comparatively boring to me, at least.
Yeah, and like just looking at it, and you have stuff like you have this whole thing of the three big ones I would say under Miyazaki. I think that's actually kind of fair to say is you have on one hand you have Demon's Souls, a game that's just weird. Like, there is so much weird shit going on, from world tendency to just a lot of other mechanics. And frankly, a lot of that some of that works, some of that just doesn't. Period. Like, I think the interesting part is, though, if you bring that up, that this is actually interesting to... That a lot of this was interesting, and they kind of stopped doing that or iterating on that. A lot of the same people that will, be like, oh, they are not doing co-op for a reason, will say, oh, but those systems were crap. And like, okay. So what? Like, obviously everything is a bit crap in the beginning. Especially when it's experimental and you don't have a lot of money and time. It does suck that we just don't have world tendency anymore, though. World tendency was an absolutely interesting idea to have.
Well, you couldn't use world tendency like in Demon's Souls anymore. Because they're not... Because they're not like instances like in Demon's Souls.
Yeah.
So you would need a different kind of world tendency. What would be fine? Would actually be interesting.
Yeah. And like, Elden Ring is just a very, very standardized game, and
you could use world tendency as in like what you do or how often you die, stuff like that, to actually decide like basically instead of your typical invasions, you have to decide. You can still decide to co-op with someone, but there could be areas and parts of the world where just if there are also people, you see them. And if you have, it could be binary world tendency, or even like 4-point diagram world tendency, like that certain people are opposed to each other and need to fight.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you could do. It's just, those were a lot of weird and unique concepts, and now we see like, we have Elden Ring, which is like the most, one of the safest games they could have made ever. It's good, okay? And it's big, like a lot, but like, it's safe. And now we have to hear about, oh hey, like, Escape from Tarkov is interesting. Okay. Maybe you shouldn't have played more video games.
Shouldn't have played more
Yeah, because in the sense that, Miyazaki now talks about Escape from Tarkov and being inspired by it. And I'm like...
I mean, you can be inspired from the weirdest crap.
Yeah.
And something good comes out of it, like...
Everything is a fucking extraction shooter nowadays.
Is it?
Yeah, and I don't even know a lot of people that like playing them. Like, the vast majority of people is not interested in them, but the small people that are just very vocal, and then now it's like, and now companies are like, maybe we should just do some extract. No, stop it. No one needs it. The people who play them have Tarkov. They do not need your game. Like, how hard is that to understand? Like, I'm going to be honest here. I do not think that the Dustbloods will be a major contribution to the genre. It will probably have some ideas. It will probably have some gimmicks. But I don't think it has a vision. And I think that is, like, kind of a big problem a lot of games nowadays have.
Except
and I know
like that one person flying around didn't saw anything interesting in the trailer.
Yeah. Like, I think for example, the reason Borderlands made such a big impact, and ironically is to this day, okay, is the fact that they didn't just have an idea, they had a vision for a game that is like, you explore like this planet, and there's a certain atmosphere, and you just find more stuff. Like, Borderlands is more than just the guns, you know? More brains. Should have done that earlier.
Sadly, they don't count retroactively.
That's kind of stupid, but I mean, I guess. Okay, let's just look over here. Maybe there are some here. Oh hey, Psycho Zombie. I think that is probably my a lot of problems I have with games nowadays. It's like, a lot of games have ideas, but not a lot of games have vision anymore. And this is like, true for a lot of studios. And like, this doesn't mean that a lot of, the games I talk about are bad. It's just, as said, there's a difference between a bunch of them. Like, for example, just a simple idea of, hey, how much do you want to finish a game?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say.
That's a question of vacuum.
And not really, like, it's...
No,
okay.
Definitionally.
Okay, basically, you sit in front of a game, okay?
Yeah.
And the game is good. But then there are those games that you play, and you're like, this is gripping. You want to return to it as soon as possible. It's like, you know, the old Monster Hunter games where you sit in front of them and you're like, oh yeah, something just clicks there, you know? Meanwhile, the newer ones are like, this is fine. This is not bad. I don't have a bad time. It's just nothing where I'm like, I really want to go back and do this again. And I know this is hard to say because, like, this is probably the biggest problem. A lot of this is vibes based. Like, for example, I can say, you know, I like playing, you know, the newest Ratchet & Clank game, and I think it's a really good game. I liked playing, you know, I like playing Super Mario Galaxy, you know, started a while ago, but I just kind of stopped and never returned, even though it wasn't hard, and I liked it and was good.
You can do them again, apparently.
What?
Those.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that's something we should do because we just want zombies.
True.
Yeah. And then Astrobot came out, and I fucking grinded that game until it was done to 100%. That's the difference, I would say, between just like, you know, a game that is good and has an idea and a game that has vision. Because something about a game with a vision is the vibe is different.
Yeah. Can you lead me to a new area with zombies?
Yeah, I think we need to just go down here and
Like,
we need to
there would be an infinite spawner would be nice.
Yeah, I wish there was one. Oh, yeah, the new ones. I think they respawned. If we have all of it, we should just not collect not kill more zombies. Just do the brains and then. Yeah. Well, that's one thing. It's just this. Oh yeah. You this difference between like what makes a game like outstanding and really grips you. Like, for example, here's the thing. You could say Super Mario Galaxy has more diverse content and more ideas.
It has
and, wait a second.
Similar to Elden Ring, I think. Like, it has some really good environmental ideas.
Yeah.
But it's still overall worse than Sunshine.
Yeah, and this is what I wanted to get to. I think you can say on a literal numbers list, yes, they have, they technically have more. But practically, you play Sunshine, you're just like, this is different. There's less in Sunshine, but why does it feel more coherent? Because there is more thought put into it. There's more like, you know, there is just a big idea of how can we make... Okay, I have the brain, let's go back. How can we make this interesting, you know? It's this difference of, okay, you have this, you know, galaxy you shoot through and there's like a lot of, you know, varying ideas, which, you know, isn't bad because it keeps things varied and shit. And, you know, all this basic design stuff.
Like,
but on the other hand...
Galaxy has lots of good scenes, let's call it that.
Yes.
It has very good scenes, but they're not that well tied together.
Yeah, and meanwhile, you know, they make sure that you see where you are on the island, that you can like mentally map the island in Sunshine, that you have interesting spins on, you know, existing, you know, concepts, like, you know, oh, there's a ghost house, but actually it's a hotel, and the hotel is more puzzle stuff, and you have to, and like it's also just very detailed.
Historically, all the spooky houses in Mario were more puzzle focused.
Fair point, but it's kind of great, and like it starts also with this invisible manta ray on the map that you have to get rid of first.
It's not visible.
Well, yeah, it's more like just floating in from the. The thing is, Sunshine made a big effort to make a game like the world coherent and the levels in of themselves coherent, and like again, the feeling is different. Okay, 50 brains. Let's do that. That's what I mean. There's just, again, the difference is Galaxy was a game full of ideas and great ideas, and a lot of work went into it. And Super Mario Sunshine is a game that had a vision, that wanted to make this very concentrated adventure on Isla Delfino. And that is literally the difference, I would say. It's kind of ironic to just talk about it that, because, yeah, you know, sometimes how much a game grips you is literally just what sits behind it. What is the intent? Like, there's a reason why, for example, you know, when they announced Kirby Air Riders by Sakurai, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be amazing, because, like, sorry, when I look at Mario Kart...
Can be, at least. For Sakurai, I would say the trailer was concerning.
Why?
Because it doesn't keep his own rules about trailers.
Fair point. This was probably more an announcement thing
So
that
it
Nintendo
could be
wanted
an
to do.
announcement, or there's problems in development.
That could be. Who knows?
I don't know.
But like the thing is, and I know this is probably the biggest thing that will be overlooked by people. Like when I look at for example at Kirby Air Ride, what he did back on the like in general Sakurai's games versus for example was currently, there's Mario Kart World, and I think Mario Kart World is a game that doesn't really have a vision. It has an idea, but it doesn't have a vision what to make with that. It's open world because you kind of had to make something new. You kind of had to... They just kind of had to do something because else it would just be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe again, and that at that point, why bother? Which, to be fair, I get that. But I mean... I do wonder actually, if back in the day, and if this was a mistranslation, if how's it called? The F-Zero GX debate. If Miyamoto actually didn't mean idea but vision. Because here's the thing. I can at least, when he makes a new game, I can see the vision. No matter what the quality of the game is in the end. But I feel like recently more and more his games have just also like, it feels like he's not really doing that anymore. Like, I mean, when he made Pikmin, Pikmin 1 is amazing. It's not that hard. And, we can argue, you probably will say like Pikmin 2 is just a better game overall, right? But like
overall, yes, but I would say Pikmin 2 made the transition that Elden Ring couldn't.
Yeah, ironic, isn't it?
Without any co-op ever, but
yeah, and that's probably the interesting thing why I find Pikmin 1 and 2 so fascinating, because on the one hand you have like on the one hand you have a game that is literally, let's have oh wait, do we have enough brains? Not yet.
okay, I was thrown down.
Just go.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, let's go back then. I'm coming back. We need to. No, we don't need to go here.
So
Turn around. Sorry.
Just tell me to jump down. That
Jump
would
down,
be
yeah.
easier.
But yeah, Pikmin 1 is just like, someone looks at ants and like, oh, they transport that, and then it was also turned into a game with like so like very distinct vibes per area, like you're controlling small little cute little guys with a whistle, and it's all just kind of like cutesy, and you're basically small ants. And yet there's something alien threatening about something that you kind of know. That is impressive. And I will always point towards the fact that, the Forest Navel is such a good map, because it's spooky in like the right way, like, oh, you explore for the first time and it's just like, it's unsettling. You're like, what could there be, where could this go? It's just like,
you could technically make the Forest Navel in a different version of Pikmin, its own starter area where it's just going deeper and deeper down.
Oh yeah, you could make that and it would work. And then, you know, the irony is that then, you know, you had this game and then someone, you know, looked at it and then actually went, hey, what if we just do the complete opposite of that? And they made the dungeon crawler with two, like there are, you know, the obvious ideas in Pikmin 2, but also, it also just did something unique. And I guess that's the last one. Let me just...
There's a siren mod.
Yeah, by the way, no, it's not the last one. God damn it. Do you want to go to the other DLC area?
There is a siren mod.
Let me just... Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Well,
it's not
we
that,
said we're playing through DLC, so...
That's that, I guess we're doing it now.
It's like the one-hand Quicken Quest.
Yeah.
Only shorter.
God damn it. Probably. Yeah. Oh, nice. They respawned. Oh my god, that is nice. I think we probably need to change areas later.
The one with the clinic.
Oh yeah, that one would be good if we want to get to the 250. Yeah, spoilers. There's 250 we need to get afterwards. Let's just go up here. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I mean with
Pikmin 3. Story-wise, it's fine.
The thing is, with
at least the meta story with Ollerman stuff was fine. I just don't like the vibe and the decreased challenge.
Yeah, again, I think that's...
Like, Pikmin was never a really, really hard game, but you could fuck up.
Yeah. I think the fact that you could fuck up in Pikmin was always a thing that... Or, you know, there was some soft failure in, like, losing Pikmin, especially in 2, you know? It just was a bit more of, like, you know, keeping you on their toes. Like, be a bit more aware of what you're doing. And that was fine. It was good. And then you have 3, a game with... Again, ideas, but like you put it beside 1.
Like, I didn't buy it when it came out. We just played the newer version.
Deluxe, yeah.
Yeah. So I started on Ultra Spicy. I was like, yes, Ultra Spicy should be hard, right?
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't even Pikmin 1.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would say that the irony about this is that I don't... I wouldn't say there is not a lot of difference here. Like, the biggest difference that it has is, like... I think this is probably the biggest problem Nintendo had the longer it went on, you know? See... I think the biggest problem, if you look at Wii U games from, like, especially Pikmin 3, okay? The reason why I would say they suffer the most under idea, not vision, is that a lot of the games are not designed for themselves, but for the hardware. And here's the thing. The GameCube, by all means, was just... It was just a middleman, okay? Like, they just had a console to sell, and the rest was... I played Pikmin 3 on the Wii U, and the only thing I remember the most of it was I needed 3 hands to control it.
Really?
Yeah! And that's the thing, you know?
Okay. Was that bad on the Wii U?
The main thing what it had was that you could just... that you control it with the pad, you know? And that's the thing. At some point, you can look at it and just be like, yeah, obviously...
Can we go to the area with the hospital now?
Yeah, we can go there. we can go there.
It would be way more efficient.
Is there a fast way there? No, we just need to go through there. Oh well. Basically, that's the thing with Pikmin. You had this. You had Pikmin 3. That was literally just. Oh, what if you controlled 3 Pikmin, and oh, you can really easily control with the gamepad. And at some point, you need to just be like, what is the point of that for the game? You know?
I actually thought Pikmin would go more into the direction of, like, we started extracting with Pikmin 2, exploiting the planet. I was actually thinking more of, like, building bases, maybe tame some bullbobs and ride on them. Instead, we have the dog gimmick in Pikmin 4, which I haven't played yet. I want to still, but I haven't done that yet.
Yeah. I mean, I think the interesting part about 4 is, I mean, to a degree.
The problem is with the concept I proposed right now, they couldn't make infinite sequels.
Yeah. I mean, I think at some point, you know, Miyamoto was probably just told make sequels. And I think Pikmin 4 might just actually be a better sequel than 3, because here's the thing. I know we joke a lot about, you know, people joked a lot about, oh, look, they just changed the camera perspective, but like, you know, the fact that he started talking about, hey, this thing feels completely different than the previous Pikmin games is like, there was a point behind that, you know? Because when someone starts talking about changing the feelings of the feel of the games, they usually want to do something new. And I don't know how much they succeeded.
Well, the main problem is I'm waiting for new Pikmin games since Pikmin 2.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, maybe we should try Pikmin 4 at some point. At least it's not from Microsoft. Because those games will not be bought. Remember, kiddos, don't buy the new Oblivion remake. It's a remake, by the way, so...
So?
I mean, they call it remaster, but it's a remake. It's a technical remake.
I don't even know what they changed except visuals.
From
and
what
parts of the UI looked more shitty than before.
Oh god, how the fuck did they Skyrim-fy the UI? This is just... You know, small thing. I just saw this and, like, you know, when they opened the menu and it was just, you know, more simplified pergament style of the original, I was like, oh, you know what, that's fine. And then they showed the in-game UI and it's like, oh, that's Skyrim's quest mark. Why did you shitify the old... Why didn't you just visually update the old UI? It was fine. What is the problem here? Don't buy it. At least until At least until maybe Bethesda is spun off from Microsoft, or, you know, Microsoft stopped supporting genocide. And don't buy Doom.
You can pirate it.
No, just don't do that, actually.
You can.
No, here's the thing. It's specifically called to just not engage with that because it's still, you know, marketing for them, and they should
it's
just...
It's marketing if you tell someone about it. Which you shouldn't if you pirated it.
Like, also just...
Because it's legally bad.
But also, like... Yeah, but also, just don't... Just don't get it. It's just a video game. People can wait for a video game. There are better ones coming out this year.
I mean, I would recommend just playing the original Oblivion if you need it so badly.
True. The original Oblivion is great. It's a janky-ass mess of all sorts of problems. But, like, it's our janky-ass mess. So, that's that. But yeah, a lot of, you know, a lot of games, especially during the Wii U era, were not designed for the game to have their own ideas and such. They were actually designed to, well, be played with the fucking gamepad. Like, oh hey, Pikmin 3 is out, and what is the main feature of it? Well, you play it with the gamepad, and you're like, and else? And the answer was you play it with a gamepad. And you just sit there for a moment, and you're like, that's not a concept for a game. That's not a concept for anything. I mean, I think, ironically, that after all these years, people bring, like, when it comes to games from the Wii U that more people remember, I think it is actually pretty telling that Zombie U is brought up more than most Nintendo games. Because Zombie U actually tried to be its own thing. It had a vision.
What, used the hardware well?
What?
It used the hardware well, though.
As well. Yeah, that's like, it used the hardware well, but it also was a vision. It didn't just want to be a game for, the gamepad. You could do that a lot with a lot of games.
We go back?
No, there's something. Oh, we could go back. Yeah, then we will probably get enough brains on the way back.
Thinking about efficiency.
Yeah, true. There's just so much brains. Why didn't they show you that TK Baha was there, like zombie TK Baha? We really should have done that earlier. Hey, someone's spawning here? No. Maybe we need to go to that island, that haven again, for the last one. There were a lot of zombies there. But yeah, it's vision versus idea.
Wait a second. I think I accidentally
sold. You can rebuy it.
No, that's a while ago. A good Jacob's revolver I couldn't use because I'm not. 48.
Yeah, I just sold the shotgun, and that's why I rebought it.
Yeah, mine is
gone.
Probably.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Need to go to the station and buy another one.
Maybe. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
My endless problems with the Borderlands series. All those weapons don't matter until you're at max level anyway.
Yeah, that's like...
Move!
Oh god.
Stop shooting. Move! Move!
I'm saving the frame rate!
No, you're not. When you shoot, you kill it.
Okay. I don't think they're spawning. We need to go somewhere else, probably. Oh, let's just see if they're spawning.
I think they should be, but... Why do you think we should just ignore that and leave?
I would say maybe, but like... Do we want to go back and just do something else?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Doesn't even give good XP.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, if we knew that beforehand, we probably could have started with it earlier, but we can get back to this later, you know.
If we have to. This is like, sure, it's a mind-numbing quest because you just need to collect such and such in bigger and bigger steps that don't count together, which is terrible.
Yeah.
And then you have the problem of it doesn't give you anything.
Yeah.
Like, if it would at least give you a level, you know? Like, skip the whole steps there. Just say like, I don't know. How many brains do you think we collected in total? While playing here? 1,000?
I guess.
Probably. Like 500 to 1,000, around that. So, just make one quest for 1,000 brains. And if you turn it in, it gives you a level.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this was probably planned that you do it on the side.
Yeah, but if you don't find it, you can't do it on the side. You need to always get back there, which makes it annoying, and it doesn't count retroactively, which makes it more annoying.
The retroactive part is just like,
Is this a bug?
Don't think so. But yeah, I think the irony about it is we should have just looked that up earlier. Way earlier.
You shouldn't need to look up.
Yeah, that's like, they just don't show you on the map and it's like, big mistake. Like, because otherwise this idea isn't bad. It's like, oh yeah, you just collect them while you do the rest and then, you know, you can hand it in for some XP bonuses and like, yeah, it's a good idea. It's just... Yeah.
Well, that's assuming they meant us to find a quest and not like people who search everything will have problems, you know?
Anyway, time to hit the secret armory of General Knox and just start that one out. T-Bone Junction it is.
Pandora, a planet that once knew only peace and prosperity under the fair and noble direction of the Atlas Corporation. But there were those that sought to disrupt our perfect existence. Thieves and murderers, perverts and scoundrels. The lawless garbage unleashed an unspeakable evil upon Pandora, not known since the age of the gods. But together, we shall not despair. Atlas has not forgotten you. We are returning and will restore order and security to your planet. When we arrive...
Bullshit. I have choked on the disingenuous lies forged by their corporate greed my entire life, and it is a meal I will no longer stomach. Atlas is here for two things, power and revenge, and the order they do it in is irrelevant. We share a common enemy, you and I. The reward for your death is second only to mine. That alone should be reason for you to join my cause. But if it is not, and your greed precedes you, then you will gain access to all of their weapons. Their invasion stockpile will be yours. Athena out.
Yeah. Kind of good that we hit this...
Late.
We must speak immediately, but I'm afraid for my own security, and therefore you must jump through a hoop or two. Talk to the mechanic. He knows where to find me. And a word of caution, don't touch him if you ever want to eat with your hands again.
Ah, yes, Athena.
Hey, you see my gun?
Back to that good wasteland desolate feeling.
Shit and meatballs! Didn't think I'd ever see your dumb ass again. Really open the vault? Hey, that steel chick check her clothes off yet? Not. I'm gonna need details though. Hey, act all casual like when I say this. I'm a speaking code, so I hope you have the mental capacity to follow. Your lady friend told me to send you to Moxie's place when you stop by. Huh, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, you ain't getting nowhere without wheels, boy. And maybe girl. I've been cooking up
Something new, but I ain't finished the booster system yet. Need a bit of secret sauce if you're willing to lend a hand.
Hello, traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
I guess. Let's build a car and, you know...
Alright, hey, what I'm gonna need is an X372 supercharger, but not the 373. There's we're calling that thing and the kind of people burning live and shit. Also a big old tank of nitrous and one of them fancy exhaust booger things. I don't even know what it does, man.
I like this place. You know, being all above the desert sands. There we go.
Oh, smoking Jesus titties, cinnamon, that is a monster! That's gonna be sweet!
Yeah, shut up.
Scooter is very annoying.
He is! Then again, how the hell would you expect to end up when your mother is Mad Moxie?
Not like him.
I guess so. I mean, yes.
Well, shoot, looks like the passenger seat's gonna have to go bye-bye to fit that bad boy in there. I'll get to work on that right now.
Oh my god.
How many?
Okay.
And there's 51.
Yeah.
This is 3rd edition all over again.
What?
This is 3rd edition all over again.
Oh god damn it, we are... What the hell happened here?
Phew. I don't like you pulling them in there. I just had them perfectly where I wanted them. I could have cheesed them.
You didn't tell me that though.
Yeah, I don't think we can do this.
Damn it!
Run!
Yeah.
Well.
Shit. I mean...
Main story it is.
Probably. Where is the area to go back to? Here, I think. Well, few more levels, I suppose. I mean, we could do main story, or we could try the Underdome again. That's you.
We can try if you want to.
The Underdome, you mean?
Wouldn't give us much levels, though.
Fair. Let's do the main story again. Well, I guess that's it. Again, we are doing some more levels. I mean, it's just 4, but like... I mean, honestly, Zombie Island gave a good amount of levels.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It just didn't get us where we needed to. And there we go. Oh yeah, right. Some more stuff to do. Do. I kinda like that Claptrap just is like, yeah, hey, you can do shit. I mean, there you go.
I personally don't like this. Play it again to play it.
Yeah. I mean,
like, nothing against playing a game again, especially if it's good. But like, I prefer a fresh start over like games where people in the end will talk about, if you play it 3 times, then the game really starts.
Yeah, this is like, you know, I kind of think it's neat that you know, the New Game Plus is actually be like, okay, hey, new enemies. And they can do some new shit, and you know you can keep leveling and stuff. That's good.
Not really new enemies, no.
They have better stats and do some.
That's
have
not
some
new enemies.
Different weapons though. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, because they've randomized weapons. Come on.
So okay, we have some
more droppings.
Yeah. No, droppings are done. We can just we can edit it, and then we can get the we can find the guy down there. I don't think Claptrap's Robot Revolution is lower in level than Nox.
Wasn't it one of the last?
That's the last one, actually. Yeah, they did Nox and then Claptrap. But like, hey, I mean, it's kind of neat that you know you how's it called? That you know you go there and you get attacked by the Dahl Corporation assassins, and they're like such a clear like they're basically a reference to Half-Life 1, which, you know, I mean, if you don't remember, Gearbox made 2 expansions for that game, so they probably just were like, yeah, you know what, let's tip the hat a bit. I just, yeah, I'm taking this here. it's kind of interesting because because we talked about games before and design, and I still find it so funny because what June said in the chat is actually pretty true. Like, there were a lot of times in when it comes to Nintendo games during the Wii era where they definitely were just like, oh yeah, no, what if we just add another component to Wii controls? And I wonder at what point someone was just like, why are we doing this?
I mean, they could have added foot controllers.
Honestly, foot controllers will probably be more natural to use than anything else. It was just like, oh yeah,
because your feet are free. No?
Yeah.
Ironically, the GameCube era games also were designed around the hardware.
Yeah,
had to be, but they were way better.
Yeah. I mean, that's the irony, you know. It's like, oh yeah, they were designed around the hardware, but like, I mean, a lot. We can discuss a lot if the GameCube controller was good or bad. It was more like, again,
it kind of led to one of the most satisfying controller experiences if you actually mastered it. In my opinion,
I guess.
Like, is Metroid Prime with like your typical controller
it's just
control probably easier to control? Yes, but I don't know. Feels icky playing Metroid Prime.
It's just a unique experience, you know. That's
yeah.
And like, I mean, it was born from just necessity, actually.
Not necessarily.
I mean, no, it was necessity because they had one controller that someone designed, and then there was like no design changes. We are not gonna add some features like another button or so.
You know,
get what
they
you want.
could have.
Oh, they could have, yes, but
they could have technically just used the D-pad to switch between two sub-menus, like a radial menu you can open up, which would have how do you say this? Would have made it so that you wouldn't have required to put the blaster choice on the C-stick and actually use it for camera. Which ironically is what C on the C-stick stands for.
it's wild that people. Yeah, you know what the funniest bit about that was? Didn't you call that you know when people are like, what is the C button on the Switch, and you were like, probably something with the camera, because that's what the C stick was, by the way.
And before that, the 4C buttons.
Yeah. Like,
for all those supposed Nintendo fans, they don't know much about the system.
I mean, they're consumers. Let's just be real here. But like, there's also just the point that a lot of people just simply like. I mean, okay, the C button thing is just silly, by the way. Like, let's just be real here. The C button is something Nintendo wants to push because they feel like they need to innovate in hardware again, quote unquote. And the problem is they can't. The Switch 2 is perfect as it is. And Switch 1 is basically just borrowing concepts from Sony. And this is them trying to make...
well.
What?
Switch 2 as well.
Switch 2 as well. And this is just them trying to do something new that could be a new standard. And like... Sorry? Probably not gonna be the case.
I mean, they're doing a Microsoft, kinda. The whole region lock and blending stuff.
Where is that, by the way? Oh, it's over there.
But, well.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo be Nintendo, they kinda died with the Wii.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I would say the Wii U was just like such a misguided era of them. Yeah, it was basically over when, how is he called again? Iwata died. Then let's go and do the sabotage. And yeah, I guess we will do Athena. We will meet Athena next time then. No lesbian this stream. Sorry.
I'm wondering which emulator we're playing on in our server.
Which one do you mean? Oh,
is it Rule? Yeah, it's either Hercules or our Athena.
It's probably Hercules, what I know, because it's a newer one.
Those are more like two branches. What you mean is client updates. Which is a different thing altogether.
I guess. Okay, let's just do all the side missions, go into the Dal headlands, and then, you know.
Well, I don't think we have time for all the head missions.
The side missions here? We can. Yeah, a fair point. But we're basically done with them in a second. So, like, the plan is more like, you know, get to the next area where you can start doing some more stuff next time. There we go. Let's put down the fuses. But yeah, someone looked at during the Wii U era, looked at, you know, the tablet and was like, what if you have to just have more in your hand? And you're like, why? What was this all for?
See, that's one more reason why I suspected with the announcement of the Wii U that it would be more base building. For like a bigger overview map, which you could access in like more quiet periods of gameplay.
Yeah, true. You know, the irony is what I think, what might be the next big thing, the next console generation? They will have back triggers.
Huh?
Okay.
Not back triggers.
No. More like, you know, you have, you know how you have like on the shoulder buttons and triggers beneath them? And then like under that, like under...
you have 2 sets of shoulder buttons. Nowadays, most commonly.
Yeah, and they would add like 2 types of, you know, tap triggers on the bottom of the controller.
Why 2 types? Why not just a third pair?
Yeah, it's a third pair. So just 2 triggers down there that you can also tap.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because the reality is the best...
You know, that's something people have been saying since the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, like, I know, it's
but
like...
you know why it didn't happen so far? Because the gaming market has been moving more and more towards slop. More simple,
more standardized.
More standard, but also more simplistic in general, and also more, how I put it? I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just, I think the big
Except
problem...
for menus. Have you seen the Wilds menu? You could cut 2/3 of it and it wouldn't impact anyone's experience because you don't use it.
Like, you know, the irony about all of this is that, you know, extra triggers beneath I'll always consider like a nice thing, but the problem is that you probably would just need someone, like one company just be like, no, this is gonna be the new standard, and holy shit, this is going to impact a lot of things, because a lot of games will not use them because they want to be on the PC as well, and a lot of people still use the Xbox 360.
No level up.
What?
No level up.
I'm almost leveled up, but like, let's just go to the next area there and just do a little bit of setup. Not that we, you know, gonna play a long time here.
Well, we're playing a long time, but that's fine.
Yeah. I had a long day and I want to relax a bit. It kind of sucks that it's like probably one of the slowest ways to level up. I wish we just had something good to kill those assassins, actually.
I don't know what they are vulnerable to.
They have shields, so like...
But the shields are down fast.
Probably corrosive?
I tried corrosive and fire. Doesn't work.
Electric then? Maybe.
Maybe.
So, you think the vault is real, eh?
Yeah, we opened it.
Everybody's talking about it. This is the biggest thing that's happened here in a long time. Think of the visitors we will have. Listen, if you find it, what's inside could be worth a fortune. But only if you get the right partner to help you sell it. So, partners?
Activate the gate for you.
Playing Borderlands for a second time, where the DLC acknowledges that you did it, but the main story doesn't, feels like kind of a fever dream.
Yeah. Then again, the main game is more repeat while the DLCs are set afterwards.
Still feels like a fever dream.
Yeah. So let's talk to the guy. Can't wait. We just need to free this one person, and the dial headlands are open. There we go. That's the nice. Oh yeah, right. I should do this one first then. Whoopsie! No, I can do that later. Whee! Anyway, let's rescue the guy and...
You know, Luck is an old buddy of mine. And by old buddy, I mean asshole that ruined my mom's girl parts. Well, sounds like he's in trouble, so you go on ahead and try and keep him alive long enough so I can kill him at a later occasion.
Reasonable request, I guess.
shotgun.
Oh. They kinda suck though.
Hmm.
Fuck.
Thanks for keeping that sick bag alive long enough for me to pound on later. Much as it pains me to admit, Lucky knows the area better than anyone. I want to use him while he's alive for me.
Okay.
Huh. That works.
What?
I just shot the car.
Wow.
And it exploded.
You're strong enough to shoot to kill the cars now.
Yeah. See? Boom.
Damn. Let's activate the main stuff, then we can
pause.
Yeah.
For now.
It's basically just, you know, get this stuff done, and then we can, you know, accept all the side missions here, and then, you know, we're fine. Skagzilla and shit can be done again next time. Okay. Well. Let's just walk over there. Wait. Oh yeah, we have the cat box again.
Mm-hmm. So you drive without me?
There it is. Well, oh yeah, wait. I thought you went in.
No.
Oh man.
You didn't say anything.
Probably a lot of people played the Nox DLC earlier. I think we're also playing on hard anyway, so...
I think we do.
Which, you know, obviously we should... What you should do...
Should we? No.
I mean,
we just wanted to.
What?
I think we just wanted to.
Also, it gives you more loot.
Ah, see? That was probably the reason why we picked hard then.
Yeah. Yeah, that, I mean, then you also just run into stuff like, whoops, the assassins just kick your ass. That's that now. Have fun. Come back when you have some levels. Sorry, I didn't see that one.
Finally, I'm doing damage.
Yeah. I think cars do scale with levels, so...
Looks
also,
like it.
I mean, the game starts to lag now, so it's probably really good that we're doing this. That we're finishing it after this one. There we go. There we go, and now... Well, that's it. Let's just sell the crap. Well, so yeah, that was Borderlands for this week. We actually finished the Zombie Island of Dr. Ned, and that's good progress, I would say. Really good progress. I don't know what to say anymore. I just hope
Brain empty.
Brain empty. Next, it's a long day and a very stressful day, and like I just hope next time we will be
not sleep deprived.
Not sleep deprived, and we will make it. It's just 3 levels. Then we should be equal, so it shouldn't be hard. And then we will finally rescue Athena and secure our favorite lesbian in the series, at least. You will like her.
Okay.
Especially if you stick around for Tales from the Borderlands. So that's that. Yeah. And she's also in pre-sequel, so playable even. So yeah, that was Borderlands. The Zombie Island done. Underdome Ride is like, yeah, we will probably do that at the end. I think that it has relatively solid loot, but when we do Nox, we will have good guns anyway. They're really good ones there. So yeah, have a good week ahead of you, the rest of the week ahead of you, everyone, and see you all on Friday for hopefully Hunter the Reckoning. Yeah, good night.
Bye.
Bye.